Hello, welcome back to another video on Who's Lila. I just did a night shift duty just then, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel too good. I've injected like 20 coffee cups into my kneecaps, and I think I can smell colors now, so that's really nice anyway. Should I sleep? Fuck no. But yeah, anywho, I think the point of this whole video is actually me trying to get all the endings in one go, in this one video anyway. Unfortunately, I don't think I can get all of those endings through my head. I'm not that smart, so I had to refer to a guide anyway. So I think we're missing like 9 endings actually, so which is quite a lot though. So we'll try to go from there, I suppose. But the first ending that we're going to go with is the diary. Funny enough, the code to the diary is actually not in the game. It's actually outside of the game. So if you go through the Steam library page that where you purchase the game, there is this sort of elongated banner on the top side of the sort of like software. And on top of that, right side, there is a code 3816. Would I even able, am I able to figure that out on my own? Hell no. I don't think I'm able to do that, which is quite unfortunate. But it is what it is anyway. But I think it's a really cool thing that they decided to do that though. It's very, very cool. And I am very dyslexic for some reason. Alright, there you go. July 13. I've been helping out at the little farm near Father Lawrence's church. I'm not sure what he needs all of those animals for though. No one from the Brethren seems to be eating them, yet some animals disappear after time. Is he breeding and selling them or something? It's confusing. So apparently, I'm pretty sure Father Lawrence is actually using those animals to sacrifice to like the entities, specifically for Lila, because apparently entities require sacrifices in order to nurture them. Used to be human sacrifices, and they apparently give out a lot of EXPs to entities, but you can do it with animals, but they do less EXPs to nurture sort of like entities. So that's why they need loads of animals in order to try to keep it up. But yeah. July 14. They say I'm pretty good with Lila's enforcement. Father Lawrence told me not to write her name down, but I'd rather trust her than him. I think the others may be jealous since she started talking to me so quickly. You fucking simp. Part of the page is torn. Oh, this motherfucker be like, Lila talking to me. And she liked me. Therefore, I'm not listening to anyone because Lila loved me. You fucking simp. You fucking dickhead. Jesus Christ, man. September 12. I don't think they know what they are talking about. Tulpas are a very personal thing. So apparently tulpas are like your sort of imagery, I guess. For example, for like astral projections anyway. I don't know if it's like your projection of yourself or your projection of others, but... anyway, but yeah, it's like your spirit self or spirit other self. I don't really know. Apparently they're pretty different, according to everyone, I guess. It can't be that their Lila is the same as mine. Oh, so it's like different for other people. So for example, you see an entity, everyone has like a sort of like different imagery of that entity, I suppose. I think anyway. It's just a part of me. It can't be connected to them. We are not connected. September 15. I don't really technically know what that means though, to be honest though, but okay. She scared me today, by the way. Lila did. She started talking about the prince and stuff. I think they're referring to the conversation they had in the hospital. After like Mike Graves decided to push us down on the roof at school. Nice of him to do that. Not the musician. She has her own idea of how things like personalities and egos work. I don't believe her, but for a moment I felt really lost and unsure of what my me really consists of. Lila, when you be reading this, don't scare me like this ever again. I am already becoming kind of unsure about this whole thing. Still love you though. Oh my fucking god, you bloody simp. My girlfriend's quite abusive to me, but I still love her though. There's a bunch of pages torn. November 20. It can't be they just look similar. It's her. I forgot for a time, but I recall her face. It's her. It cannot be not her. December 30. Oh, I never realized this. I kind of realized this a little bit late, but Lila and Tanya actually looks pretty similar though. I don't know why I just realized that very late though. What is the reason for that though? I don't know. Today is the day. Today is the day. Cool stuff, man. Is there like no addresses that I can take though? I guess not, huh? I'm not really too sure what I'm supposed to do now though. Okay, so apparently I need to actually progress into the school normally anyway, but there are specific emotions I need to sort of like express in order to continue on with the sort of like endings that I need to get. So yeah, I mean like here's like, I'm gonna be honest though, I don't think I'll be able to actually get all these endings through my head. All right, I'm not that smart unfortunately though, so don't worry about it. The universe has better plans for you. Don't give me that shit. I'm not forgiving you two for what you did behind my back. Wait, what did you just say? I said we'll find Tanya. No, after that. You said the universe has better plans for you. You did, didn't you? That's what she always said. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Fucking freak. So is that how you were planning on finding out where she is? By calling me a freak. I knew I couldn't trust you, Graves. What? So you just tricked me, you fuck? You did, didn't you? You. Oh yeah, so this is the part where you push us off the roof. Yeah, I don't think there's actually anything different. I don't know, we'll try to continue on anyway. It's pretty similar, I don't think there's anything different. Okay, cool. There might be something I'm missing around here though. But yeah. I'm not really too sure if you can actually hear the thunderstorms, but it's really loud though, and I'm getting a little bit scared though, not gonna lie. And all looking in paradise, strange. Seems like its rails are detachable. Oh, last time it showed up as Will though, but now it's just nothing. A dream. Merrily, 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 life is just a dream. I'm not really seeing anything though. I'm not really too sure if I'm actually meant to go to the boat though. I feel like this is the only route you can actually take though. So I think that dude is actually the stranger. So we actually met the stranger when he was just like basically a Rax figurine. But yeah. We met him quite a few times anyway. Merrily, life is just a dream. Right, fuck you, bitch. Alright boys, future Wookiee is here in the following day. So, had a power outage, couldn't really do much, unfortunately, but I'm back. Basically, for this ending, you're not actually supposed to touch the rail. So you're supposed to like have this lady here, Lila, and display. So the three endings that involves this place. The first ending that we got is that we ditched one of the rails of Lila and we switched it with Will in there. The second one involves us just removing one of the rails and it shows up nothing. And then for this ending, I guess that we actually don't touch the rail. So Lila is the only thing that's actually just being presented. All right, nice. Cool. So I'm pretty sure we've gotten one of the endings, right? The High Priestess, yep, that's the one that we needed. But they're very similar. So these two, and I guess the Hangman is the one that we've gotten for the very first ending in the in that place anyway. All right, so the next one is actually going to Detective Yu's office, which fortunately enough we actually already gotten, which is right here anyway. So I actually forgot to mention that when I was recording the video when the thunderstorm was actually happening and you know the power outage happened as well, it actually corrupted the file for the previous video. So fortunately I actually had to repair it, hence why there's a lot of glitchy effects around that video, but hopefully it's fine now anyway. But let's go to Detective Yu's office. You found me. Good job. Hello again, Detective. Now, Lila, tell me what I've gathered so far. So, as far as I'm aware, you're the one responsible for the deaths of 2 girls. And I'm smiling, that's great. So why does Detective Yu know so much about Lila there? That's interesting. Now, Tanya Kennedy was the girl that looked just like you. So why is that? Yeah, I was asking about that too. I guess we maybe never know, Detective. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay, well, that's great. Well, that's the game you want to play. Let's do it. I'm a sucker for mysteries like yours. Is that so? The ways your story goes doesn't seem to make sense though. There seems to be no continuity. Half the time I'm not even sure whether it's today, tomorrow, or even a month ago. Or it might be like a sort of like fourth wall break type of thing though, that he knows that we're actually undergoing like a lot of like timelines, I suppose. It is delightful to see your optimism, Detective. Oh well, enough chit-chat. Please, pick a card. Oh, there's a lot of cards. Wow, okay. Oh, so these are the cards that we've collected so far, though. Oh, okay. Maybe I wasn't really supposed to talk to him. Eh, well, it's fine anyway. The Wheel of Fortune. Who was that? It's William. Didn't you hear us talk? Maybe I should give Detective Yu like a different voice though. Maybe give him like a bit of a croaky voice, I suppose. I did, but... So it called you Lila, but you called it William? Well, of course. Film reels that are not needed have to go somewhere. Oh, okay. Oh, so the Wheel of Fortune are like literal like film reels. That's interesting. Okay. Huh. This is where Williams went. I had to pull the same trick on him after what he did in the tower. Okay. You mean... I mean the one on the forest. The one with the pit and a small projector room where all previous film reels are lying around. So you had the will. What's it for, really? Depends on who's staring. I tend to get rid of them. Will, on the other hand, likes to place them onto the projector again. Peculiar. Please pick a card. So I guess the film reels actually is like the consciousness of like the main body, I suppose. There's Lila, there's William, and there's like nothing or something like that. So that's interesting. Okay, sure. Oh, so there's a little bit of a tick right there. Shows that you've already checked it. Okay. Judgment. What a strange outcome that was. I do feel bad about Michael's fate. Oh, do you feel bad what's going to happen to Graves? I wish I could do something about it. You do have the power to divert the way some events go. You won't lull into the false sense of safety, Lila. Even if I did that, now I know for sure. In the Garden of Fork in Past, there's always be the one that leads to Mr. Graves being falsely accused. This card is an objective evidence of that. Not bad, Detective. Many others will try to deceive themselves, thinking that only one of the many paths will. Yet they all exist simultaneously, intersecting in a weird way. They seem to dictate each other's logic too. I'm not sure if I can grasp the picture in its entirety yet though. Do you feel that you need to? Oh yes. Yes, I have too. I don't think I'll be able to find satisfaction until I understand each little thing. I feel it's what I need to do in order to find out who you are, Lila. Well, see about that. Please pick a card. Oh, that's interesting. So I guess all the sort of like endings that we've gotten technically is canon, I guess? I don't know how that works though. Oh well, the Empress reversed. Have you ever heard of the term devouring mother? It's a Jagian term. It describes an archetype. A mother incredibly protective, but in the same time, selfish. It is a mother who devours her children, stealing them from the real world. Disgusting. For many it is. Do you have any good relationship with your mother, Lila? Are you trying to be funny, Detective? No need to be so hostile, Lila. After all, you are the one who came here. Please pick a card. So Lila actually has an actual mother though? Like a Jagian entity? I don't know what Jagian means though, to be honest though, but I guess Lila does have a mother, but maybe she doesn't really have a good relationship with her mother, I guess. I'm not really too sure. The Emperor reversed. Who's the prince? No one. Whenever you say who. What the fuck does that mean? You're just pointing your finger at those stupid projector wheels. The prince is not a who. If you want to see the projector light, you have to look beyond the film. What do you yourself need a reel then? It's an anchor through which you humans can understand me. Lawrence Worms tried to make an instrument out of it. They made a wheel artificially. Too bad it had my face on it. I couldn't help myself. I always come when someone calls. But I was here before all reels. Just like my father was. Ah, interesting. Please, pick a card. So, technically, probably... I actually don't really understand, but I guess the sort of like aspect of Lila existed way before, you know, humans decided to develop like a sort of like a visuals of her, I suppose. Maybe she's like really ancient though, but when humankind decided to have a conscience or whatever, having those sort of film reels, quote unquote, anyway, I guess it's easy to visualize an entity of Lila so that it's easy to bring her out, I suppose. The Hierophant. So, the Hierophant. Will has come a long way to learn the truth behind the fraternity, didn't he? Yeah, right. A lot of hoop jumping just to learn what I could already have taught him myself. By the way, you. That fire was your men's job, wasn't it? Yes, it was us. Oh, okay. So the burning of the apartment where it destroyed like Lawrence and stuff like that, and I guess the cult members, I suppose, and like the evidence. Well, technically, it didn't even destroy the evidence at all, but anyway. Obviously, Lawrence was aware of the FBI knowing of UIWAM. Moreover, we have been utilizing them proactively for the last 10 or 15 years. We were a bit late with the fire though. Now, Lawrence is in a place where there is no time at all. So it was you who stole all my food. You called Lawrence when I was asleep. I know. What did they talk about? Did you read what was in the secret file? Come on, detective, you know I'm curious. Oh, that's interesting. So I thought I was Lila when I was going through the burning apartment and stuff like that, but I guess I was playing as William. That's interesting. And Lila has no knowledge of like the secret file. Well, the contents within it anyway. Come on, detective. You know I'm curious. What was written here? I'm not sure if you're playing with me here, Lila. You are a haze composed of many human minds intersecting. A construct of thoughts of many hosts. Wait, how did you... As long as there are humans who know about you, as long as you have host, you can't be killed. So, are you going to just... There doesn't seem to be a different way to do it. I'm so sorry, Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, I'm actually doing it? No way. Yo! 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 Dude, that was a really... I like that ending a lot. I like the ending. Was that even considered as an ending though? I don't think so, no. I don't think it was even considered as an ending though, but that was a pretty good one. I like that a lot. Let's see if we can come back to Detective Yu's office though. Oh god. I'm so sorry, Will. It's never that simple, is it, Detective? You tricked me, Lila. Your photo is exquisite, Detective. So I guess Lila can never be killed, huh? Damn, unlucky, unlucky. I haven't had such a feast in a while. If I knew just how rich your pain was, I never even bothered to inhabit William. You're horrible, Lila. Well, that's a harsh thing to say. At least I'm not the one to kill an innocent boy, Detective. You need to leave. I need a moment. Oh, jeez. Wait, can we actually come back at all? Please, pick a card. Okay, I guess we can still come back. Alright, cool. So these are the ones that we've already looked at already. So I guess Lila can never be killed. So, damn, alright. The moon. So, that's how they met. It's nice to see William making friends. They aren't his friends. You saw the way they looked at him, and the way they... Are we getting jealous? What? I don't possess such feelings for anyone, Alright. By the way, what was that figure in the corner? Are you talking about the stranger? Yes, he looked a bit like William, didn't he? Ah, yeah, I guess I did denote that that's technically William though, but I guess it's just like an alter ego that listens to Lila. It's not his usual look. Please, pick a card. Ah, interesting. I wonder why she said that though. So I guess I'm Lila now, so that's interesting. So, a place we met first. You might not know it, but I've been watching you intently, Lila. From the point William woke up in his apartment, right until the end. So how is he able to actually witness all the timelines that William experienced though? That's very interesting. So, did it help you? Not yet. I'm still not quite sure. If I'm being frank, I have almost no damn idea about what happened before or after this day. I appreciate your bluntness, detective. Does it feel right that William is most likely going to be prosecuted? I'm not sure. You see, at that point, I didn't know William that well. To be quite honest with you, I feel a bit cheated. I'm not sure if the way it ended was the victory of good or a terrible mistake. Too bad, detective. Hehe. Unlike me, you don't seem to be easily satiable. Maybe we could talk over some more cards. Sure. Please pick a card. This is such a cool way to demonstrate, like, explaining, like, the endings, right, with Detective View, though. That is so interesting, though. I should have just, like, talked with them, like, a bit more early on, eh? Oh, well, it's fine. The lovers. Poor William. He deserved it, you. After all, killing that bitch was his idea. I don't believe you. Why not, detective? Will thought she was me. I guess he hated me that much. He thought I came back for him. I only helped him finish what he started. Will is not a killer. Please, pick a card. Maybe Lila could not... I don't think... Like, here's the thing. Like, she did express that, you know, she wasn't jealous of William with her, with his relationship with Tanya and stuff like that. But I feel like that she's actually pretty much lying. Even though she did say that she doesn't really have the sort of like development for those feelings anyway. I think she's actually quite lying. But I actually have no idea if she's actually telling the truth about William killing Tanya out of his like own autonomy. I'm not really too entirely sure, to be honest, though. Because the thing is, whenever she was mentioning about the stranger, she said that that is not his usual look, but it seems like she didn't really like it a lot at all. So that could mean that that is basically a sort of like an autonomy of wanting to kill Tanya, I guess. And that's like William's side, I suppose. Because I feel like with that sort of dialogue, Tanya didn't really like the stranger at all. Interesting enough, though. But that's what... sorry, Lila didn't really like the stranger at all. But that's what I think anyway. The hangman. I thought you'd be going after that. Well, it takes a bit more than getting rid of that stupid Will. That formula was created by William, but I'm not contained in it. It only resembles me a little bit. Just like that bitch Tanya. What do you look like her? Does everyone see you the same way? The worms are Lawrence too. Huh. Why? That's interesting. Huh. Okay. Well, why does all of the cults of the Lawrence gang think of Tanya, and then they thought of, and then brought up Lila? I don't really understand that. But there are some who can see better than others. Please pick a card. What does that mean? The Fool. So, like with the previous one, the Hanged Man sort of like tarot card, we've removed the rails and we replaced William in it, but apparently, you know, of course, Lila's still there, so it doesn't really matter anyway. In tarot, this is my favorite card, the Fool. I get what he's saying. Too bad we're here now. Yes, seems like whatever William did there didn't really help. Still, I like to imagine him some other place. As clear-minded and childlike as the fool. Not remembering and not assessing the junk around him. Just being. That's why you envy us, isn't it? You can't do that yourself and you rely on food we humans give you. I don't envy anybody, you. There's no use in comparing stupid glass shards, even if you think one of them is yours. Please, pick a card. Interesting. The High Priestess. So, just who are you, Lila? Oh, I am Will's Tulpa. He's made me after the passing of his mother too. Oh, wait. No, I'm the vengeful spirit of the girl named Tanya Kennedy and... Oh no, wait. I'm a scientific experiment conducted by the US government to brainwash its citizens to. Or am I a metaphor for mental abuse everybody has seen about 100 times already? Or am I a twisted incarnation of Will's dark, tormented psyche? Ooh. Which one is it, detective? Playful as usual, I see. Don't worry, Lila. I won't stop until I find out. Even if it means I'm feeding you in the process. Please do, my friend. We seem to have exhausted the cards to talk about. We can go over them again if you like, but we don't have to. Oh, I guess not. There's really nothing to say though, because the thing is there's actually more endings that I really want to try to get. So we'll definitely come back to Detective Yu's place. But that is really cool. I actually like that a lot, the fact that we are just explaining the process of these tarot cards. And it really shows up like Lila's sort of like opinions of these cards and each of the endings anyway. It's really cool. I really like that a lot though. So for this ending, we actually have to go to the Baller's room in order to, die to the Empress anyway. I'm pretty sure that's the dude's name anyway. The air's so damp. Where's Mom? You unlocked a new palette. Electrified meat. Oh, the Empress must be the mom then, hey? Ah, that's interesting. I never thought of that before. Where's that jump scare? Where's that jump scare? Okay, this should be the jump scare, right? Hopefully anyway, because I think this is such a long road. Oh, why is this so long? Jesus Christ. Okay, this better be the jump scare. Jump scare, jump scare, jump scare, jump scare. There you go. But yeah, I need to open my eyes for this one. Alright, that's basically it. I'd be happy to go back and forth with Detective Hughes and her explaining like each of the endings. I don't really mind doing that actually, so we should do that, I guess. But just to double check, we actually got in death. Yep. Cool. So let's go to Hughes' place. So that way it's like easy to just like understand some things anyway. Alright, let's explain the death card. Are you afraid of death? I think death means different things to us, you. I won't die if you shoot a gun at me. But a full understanding of my story. A loss of interest that closure brings, that's... Well, never mind, forget it. What about you? I'm not sure, I've died many times, but all I was met with was different dreams. Along your path, have you ever stumbled upon a man with 6 arms and snake eyes? I have, just once. When you leave me and this dream, try to recall what he said. You are in a very special position right now. You have the opportunity to either jump into the will again or be free of dreams forever. Don't waste it. This time try to make death be the end of you. What does that mean? We have to get back to the dream. It's such a shame we have. I wish we could talk more like this, you. We seem to have exhausted the cards to talk about. Okay, so for this ending, we're actually required to use the little dude, the little demon dude, in order to help us find this ending. And I think that's the only demon that we actually had to use for throughout the endings that we need to get there. So let's just do that now. But apparently it's for the painting, I think. It's so cool for me to express emotions, nothing, no new dialogues. But it's for the painting. But yeah, the little dude's eyes just light up. Okay, cool stuff, man. What is that supposed to mean? 1311. 1311. Oh, that's right. So I didn't really write it down in my notes, but apparently you actually have to, that's like a date that you actually have to put in your actual like time in your computer in order for you to actually get to one of the endings anyway. Didn't write it down in my notes, but I do remember scan reading the guides though, so. Oh, is it working? Oh, no way. That's actually so cool that you had to change the date in order to, like, get one of the endings, though. That is so cool. Please, don't go closer. Stay in the corner there. Please. They're all dead, aren't they? The newsletter said so. Even Father Lawrence. What? Oh, so that's basically after, the detective you decided to burn down the apartment and stuff like that. Okay. And I have to say it now. Lila, I won't kill any more animals for you. That dog was Lila. Why did you tell me to stay home that day? I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore. You have to leave. I don't know where. You must be just a piece of me. You're not more than I am. So why can't you just leave? Please. Hey, what's up, shorty? What's up, shorty? Oh, is she floating? I didn't like that though, to be honest. Please stop with this nonsense, Will. You know I can't leave you, but something has to change. Don't worry too much about it. It's important to keep a clear mind. It will be just like a swap of lenses in a kaleidoscope. I don't like the music at all. Or Will's in a movie projector. Don't run from it, just let me. No, don't touch me. Oh, do we gotta run? We gotta run, we gotta run, we gotta run, we gotta run. Oh, this is the same Bravey place like in the hospital. Interesting. Oh, that's Lila. So where am I supposed to go? I guess in that cave right there. Hopefully she doesn't like scream or whatever though, because I don't really like loud noises, unfortunately. She's blocking the way. Hopefully, okay. She has like legit the vision of a fucking, oh shit, never mind. Go. I don't know what I'm looking at. I was trying to find like an animal simile of like, you know, of an animal that has really bad vision, but I just couldn't really come up with anything, unfortunately. But you get what I was trying to say anyway. So what happened if I actually die to her though? I wonder if it actually includes like one of the endings where what happens if I die to her though. I guess we can try out anyway and see what happens. She's kind of blocking the way though, but okay, I guess we can go up now. Where am I supposed to go, sorry? Oh, she is like legit chasing me though. Oh, fuck me! Okay, so that's what happens when you die. Okay, well that scared me. Go, 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 go. No, other way. Well, where am I supposed to go? Okay, this way. Okay. Alright. It's really hard to tell though, funny enough though. Oh, it's a movie theater. That's cool. How do I walk though? Oh, there you go. Okay. It took me a fucking while. I forgot that the space function actually exists though. But I feel like I'm gonna get jump scared though. So I feel like with this sort of like environment, there's only one ending that I can get though, so I don't really technically need to die to Lila. Junk wheels. Where does this go? Pets. Ah. So you chuck all those wheels in a pet or something like that. Yeah, found the other wheel. Oh, that's cool, I guess. Will have removed a wheel. Now there's just one. Okay, junk wheels. It's useless now, Will. You think you've got the upper hand? You're just delaying the inevitable. It's no... Oh, it's a rill that removes like the memories of Lila. That's interesting. So I remember the time when we were basically having a conversation in bed with like Tanya, and then legit Will was having this sort of like second crisis of being like, oh, I don't know who Lila is. I don't know who Lila is. Because apparently Will actually removed one of her one of his memories with Lila. So that's very, very interesting. Okay, I actually do get that. Now it makes sense. It actually makes sense. It's so funny how you can actually like connect the dots and stuff like that. It's like so cool. It is so cool though. The tower. Ah, okay. So the trickster gets tricked, eh? You could say so. It wasn't a fair play. Willa would have benefited so much from giving his will. What are these wills? What's on them? Just garbage you humans collect throughout your life. Memories, habits. Are there sometimes you get something good? Are you referring to yourself? Well, obviously. You humans still need something to see me as, so you can construct a projection of me. The same way you construct projections of other people you know. All your identities are just silly pieces of film eliminated by the prince. Aren't you the same? I am so much more, detective. So apparently in this Twitter post or whatever, there's supposed to be like an address you're supposed to take there. I do remember there was an like address that you could take, but I didn't know you actually had to record that in though into the thingamajiggy, which is here, right here, 200 Grand Beaver Avenue. All right, we'll just copy and paste this. Hopefully that should be good. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. That's actually really cool though. I like it a lot. Okay, man's just sitting around, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Coffee as usual, Lila. She doesn't wait for you to answer. So the waitress knows the presence of Lila? Interesting. Thanks. Detective Yu's been here earlier today. Huh, really? Yep, he didn't ask anything about you though. Makes sense. He doesn't even need to, that sneaky jerk. Yeah, is he still figuring out, you know, who you are? Well, obviously, we wouldn't be here if he wasn't, would we? Well, yeah. Have you thought that maybe he's just giving us more time out of pity? I mean, it could be that he already knows that you're a... Shh. Shut up. Sorry, I'm just teasing. Oh, come on. You know you's listening, even now. Sure, otherwise I wouldn't be here talking to you. He must think he's really powerful, mustn't he? Guess so. He's certainly good at figuring things out. I know he's a guy, I give him that. Well, at the end of the day, his curiosity is what keeps us alive. That and his pain. Yeah, poor guy actually. To think how much of the time he gives us is filled with suffering. What's he doing it for then? He hopes for that slither of satisfaction. Our world is built so. Gives him little pieces of info so he feels as though he's getting somewhere. Doesn't he realize that 90% of his time consists of pain? And only like 10% is goodness? I don't know. Even so, he's a machine of pain. A suffering generator, as all humans are. At least his intention is what keeps. Well, come on now, don't give out too much. I know we haven't talked in a long time, but he's listening. Huh, yes. He'll pester me about this for sure when I come back. Do you have to? It's up to him. It's up to you to decide. Well, thanks again for coming today. I rarely see you these days. Yeah, I kind of miss it all of this. Huh. What is so important about that waitress though? A cup of freshly made coffee. You wonder who it's for. You unlocked in your palette coffee beans. Nice. I don't know if I actually mentioned this before, but apparently palettes is just like you just changing like the overall color palettes of this game. if you go to the palettes right here, you can actually change the colors of this overall place. Overall sort of like colors and stuff like that, which is really cool. I like it a lot. But we'll just keep the default one though. A lot of cards I've been collecting. I like it a lot. What was that all about? Machine of Pain. Me. You love it when it's about you, don't you? What? I mean, I don't care. We can talk about something else if you like. What did she mean when she said that my curiosity keeps you alive? You're so close to finding out the truth. Do you realize that, detective? Just answer my question, Lila. Why are you saying that it's up to me? Come on, detective. You're almost there. I can't yet. Please, can't you just tell me? Alright, so for this ending, I'm pretty sure it involves me going to the interrogation room, but I'm not really too sure why I wrote a lot of notes beforehand anyway. It's regarding the school sort of process, but I'm pretty sure this is referring to the interrogation room, so we can probably skip that anyway. I think the latest save I have is... Oh, what happened to the red place? Oh, it's down there, okay. I think the red place is like the latest save that I can actually get to anyway, so we still have to go. It's not a long process at all. Well, it is kind of is, but it's not like that long compared to like actually just redoing the school thingamajiggy, so yeah. Alright, that's pretty nice of that fish face, I suppose, so that's cool. Okay, so apparently there's only two emotions that I can express, which is neutral and disgust, so we'll try doing those anyway. Ready? Hey Will, I'm Detective Hutchins. We talked a couple of hours ago, remember? Now William, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, okay? Okay. Do you know why you're here? No, I don't. Your face remained neutral. Your confidence level increased. Alright, now you're William Clark, correct? And then I go with disgust. There you go. That is a perfect disgust face. You look disgusted. However, that is not really my name. Excuse me? My name is Lila. Can you elaborate? Did you change your name? No, the name Lila was assigned to me by the worms Lawrence, although I've been known by many names since the dawn of humanity. Could you elaborate? A child is born, and with him comes the shadowy figures. Each child has a roughly similar set of them. Some of them, the shadows, are hazier. Some take for me after some time. I start taking form after some time. I don't know why I just read that wrong. I'm dyslexic. The children never see us, but we are always there, pulling the strings. And when a child invites me in, I can't resist it. Damn. Damn. Okay, that's a bit weird to say, I'm gonna be honest, especially in this contemporary situation. But anyway. So, are you saying that this is not William I'm speaking to right now? It is not, but do not worry, you know who I am. After all, you were born with me as well. I am the one snatching children from their sleeping mothers. I am the nocturnal queen, the one known to cast both nightmares and dreams of lust. Excuse me, I'm not sure what happened just now. So you claim to be some kind of demon or... You don't seem to understand. I want to talk to Detective Yu now. Look, bud, there's no detective by that name here. Now let's go back to what we are discussing. Do you know this girl? Of course, she is the reason I am here talking to you. Wait, so does Detective Yu exist or nah? Because apparently Martha knows about Detective Yu though, because we were the one who was... no, not we are. That detective was the one who was talking to Martha. But maybe Detective Yu isn't technically in the same station as the policeman or something like that. Maybe it's like a separate sort of like... a separate sort of company or whatever, but I'm not really too sure anyway. And why is that exactly? Because she looks exactly like me, and because my little William slaughtered her. William being this boy's assigned name. William Clark. He was the one to invite me in. I see, so are you saying that I'm now talking to some being inhabiting the body of William Clark? You know, Will, it's a very common thing guilty people do. They come up with those stories to clear their conscience. But it was you who did it, wasn't it? William did this. Yes. But you are William. I want to talk to Detective Yu. I already told you there isn't a detective by that name here. So backtracking a bit. Alright, if Will did this, how did he do it? I don't know everything. He was able to tire me out to keep me hungry long enough so I didn't look through his eyes anymore. Is that true? But I remember him meeting this copycat girl. The spark of remembrance was nutritious enough for me to catch a glance of her. It all happened in a room full of people. There was music. Are you by any chance talking about Matt Hurley's party? Then I could catch glimpses more often. They talked about silly things and then he must have started remembering. I saw clearly. She looked just like me. Not nearly as beautiful, but I can see why William could confuse us two. He thought I came back for him. He thought she was me. It seems like the way that she was talking, that it's basically, it's telling me that Lila is actually unaware that Tanya looks like her though. So it might be like a coincidence type of thing though, which is very interesting. So that's why he slaughtered her. How do you do it? He strangled her and then... It's hilarious. He cried like an infant, the stupid guy. He couldn't take it in. The thing that was unraveling before his eyes. Delicious. So I had to step in. All in all, it was a happy coincidence. I had to clean up after him though. Cut the body to pieces. We have found a book about tulpas in William's drawer. Would you claim that you are his tulpa? The worms like to call me that. They thought they had control. But they are no gods. You humans can't create anything new. So all you do is create artificial empty spaces in your head in hopes that someone like me comes and fills it up. And so I came. They believed it was a product of their thought. But I was here all along. I'm sorry, you have to stop with this nonsense. You will be evaluated by the court's doctors on more time after this interrogation ends. You do realize that you'll go to jail regardless of what you claim you are. This body, if you will, is going to court. It does not matter. My affairs may be fulfilled from any place. You could be dead now, had I wanted it. Well, that's a bold claim. In any case, there's no reason to continue this interrogation. The motives and the crime scene seems to be clear. We will ask you to lead us through the crime scene after this so we get more accurate pictures. Sure thing, officer. Sure thing. Oh, that's interesting. So it doesn't show up any cards. I guess it's because it's a secret ending, so technically it really shouldn't be showing any cards anyway, which makes sense, I guess, because I think we collected all the main cards anyway. Yeah, so we're actually missing one ending, card related anyway. It involves me going through the interrogation room, which fortunately enough, we actually did do a main save on that, so that's really nice. But yeah, we'll just try to get into it anyway. But it's a sort of expressions that I didn't really utilize that very often in the interrogation room anyway. It involves me being very scared all the time. A lot of times anyway though. But yeah, hopefully we won't fuck it up anyway. I'm pretty sure there is a setting where you could actually just you know, control your emotions a bit easier. I'm pretty sure that's a thing though. I remember like looking through it like ages ago. Easy mode, longer answer times, plus face would not move on its own. Okay, nice. I'll take that one. Great stuff. No, thank you, sir. Open wide. Okay, oh yeah. I guess that's like a shortcut to that. I don't really have to gape my mouth open. You look scared. What's with your face expression, William? I'm sorry. I'm just not very good with showing emotions. It's fine. Pardon if I'm being insensitive, but have you ever been diagnosed as a neurodivergent? No. Have you ever been evaluated by a neurologist? No, never. Got you. Is something wrong, kid? You look frightened. I don't know. I'm just afraid that I'll say something wrong. What do you mean by that? I don't know. I'm afraid I'll say something that will make you think I did something wrong. What was your relationship with her? We didn't know each other that well. So this one too had to go neutral. Your face remain neutral.
I see. Could you elaborate? Did you just say hello to each other? Did you talk sometimes?
We talked, yeah.
What did you talk about?
I don't know, music and stuff. I don't remember, just normal stuff.
Do you have any mutual friends?
I'm not sure. You made a sad face. Well, Martha Jennings is one of my friends. I think she and Tanya were rather close.
So Martha Jennings your friend? Alright. Now Will, you said before that you weren't too close to Miss Kennedy, correct?
Yes.
The thing is, we have already talked to some of your friends today. Mother Jennings was one of them. They seem to tell me that you and Tanya have become rather close some time ago. Could you tell me why they told us so?
I don't know.
Well, we need you to be very genuine. The stakes are high, you see. The real reason we invited you here is because Tanya Kennedy is missing. She's been missing for more than 5 days.
She is. Open wide, sad face. There you go. You look scared. Your face doesn't seem to convince Officer Hutchins. Oh, damn. Well, can't really resist him, can I?
Well, William, I do think you knew that already. It is highly unrealistic that you didn't, especially considering what your friends told me.
Surprise. No, scared. Come on. There you go. You look scared.
Why didn't you tell the truth, Will?
I don't know.
Alright. You know, it's not about us making you a victim, buddy. What we need is to find Tanya. Will you help us?
Sure, I will.
Now please tell me more about your relationship. How did you two meet?
We met at a party at Matt's place. You tell him how Will met Tanya for the first time.
I see, so you two liked each other, didn't you?
I guess so, yeah. A bit too much, I would say.
In a romantic way?
I'm not sure.
Did you have sex?
No.
Your friends state otherwise.
And for this one... Come on, scared. Jesus Christ. There you go. You look scared. Those are just rumors. I swear we didn't...
Well, that is understandable. Don't get all worked up. I know how kids are sometimes. Did you talk after the party?
No, we stopped. That's why I didn't know she was missing until now.
And why did you stop talking?
I don't know. It's just some kind of happened.
Did you two have a fight?
No.
Why do you think you stopped talking?
Well, I guess she thought I was boring. I might not be the best person to hang around.
And why is that?
I don't know. I guess I was just born that way. It's kind of always been like that.
Always, huh? Have you been a lonely kid at school?
Yeah, I didn't have friends. Never really.
Did you have friends when you were young? It's usually easier to make friends when you're a kid.
Not really, just my mum.
Are you on a good terms with your mum now?
She passed away, sir.
I understand. Did it happen a long time ago?
It's been 3 years now, sir.
It must have been tough.
Yes, sir. It felt impossible to bear for a while.
Can you tell me more about her?
She was great, honestly. She cared about me a lot. A bit too much at times. Oh, so he's expanding more on to his mother, because I actually do not know that much about his mum. I'm not really too sure how he died. How she died anyway, so... Yeah.
How's that?
Well, she met me from school until I was about 12. She always knew what was up with me, was very strict about my grades. But that's because she loved me. I had to go with sad. He made a sad face. She did do some strange things sometimes, but that's... I guess it's because she felt lonely.
What things would that be, Will?
Well, my mum had a thing that I was not allowed to date until 16. I was friends with a girl and I kinda...
You liked her, right?
Yeah, her name was Annie. Ooh, a new name. But it's probably pretty useless anyway to the story.
Did your mum know?
Yes, she did. She didn't like that, obviously. She started talking to me a lot about her, trying to convince me that I shouldn't be interested in girls yet or something. You know, that's kind of like normal parents' behavior, to be honest.
That could have been true. I mean, how old were you?
15.
So what happened then?
At some point, she stopped with her lectures. I thought she was finally cool with my choices. Until I brought Annie to our house.
What did your mother do?
She asked if she could talk to us. We said yes. She sat us across the table, and and she starts saying nasty things, disturbing, shameful things about me. Oh, damn. Yeah, you know what? You know what? That's kind of bad, not gonna lie. And about her. Okay, that's pretty bad too. Some of them were true, some made up. I remember I started crying, begging her to stop. And she just sat there talking monotonously, her eyes fixed at Annie. She kept repeating, "Annie, you're such a naughty, naughty girl." Wait, is your mom the Empress? What? I thought that was... I thought the Empress was Lila's mom. Oh, this is confusing me. Oh. Because that exact same quote, when we when Lila in like William's body was talking to the Empress, when we were like when we killed Strutnev, right? The Empress stated those exact same words, so that's interesting, huh? Eddie wouldn't talk to me after that. I thought I'd never forgive Mom, but, you know, I guess when you live with somebody, you always forgive them at some point.
That sounds terrible, Will. Life must have been so hard with a parent like this.
No, she protected me, you know. I guess she just wanted to be the only one I cared about. That's normal for a human, isn't it?
Can I ask you how she died?
I can't remember too much for some reason. I just know one day there was a problem with the piping. She went down to fix it and you can't speak further. Oh shit! So that was related to the boiler rooms? So that's why the Empress always stays and hides in the boiler rooms though, but... Oh, that's interesting. Oh shit. Like, that's like basically new information, but at the same time, I'm kind of confused because I thought the Empress was Lila's mum though. That's so fucking interesting. Shit. Okay.
It's alright, Will.
Sorry, I must really miss her, sir.
Let's change the topic for now. Now I'm going to grill you about this, but I know you've been a part of a certain gathering. The Lawrence Fraternity. Rings any bells?
Yes, sir.
Is this something you're comfortable talking about?
Yes, sir. Even if I wasn't, you interrogate me anyway, wouldn't you? So please, ask away.
Right now, I just need a couple of details. First, when was it exactly that you enrolled?
June 11th, sir. But I've been helping out Father Lawrence for a while before I was actually initiated. Jesus Christ, my dyslexia is like happening right now.
Alright, then what was the mission of the group? Did you try to convert as many people as possible?
Not really, sir, actually. It seems that only Father's closest circle was allowed in. As for the end goal, I was never taught what it was, or if there was one. It seems I was too low of a tier. No chance to get higher in the hierarchy now since the
fire? Tell me more about that, please. You weren't present when it happened, right?
Yes, sir.
Why? It must have been a group meeting.
I was at home, ill. A migraine.
Is there anyone to confirm that?
Yes, actually. Miss Hunchins, our concierge, was kind enough to come and check on me.
Oh, so Dorothy's. Alright, we'll check on that. Now, William, I will leave the room now and another officer will come to talk to you. So, was there any other reason why you decided to stay home that day?
I'm telling you, I don't know what made me do this. Just a bad premonition, I guess. Hey, what's that smell? What do you smell of detergent, William? What? It's impossible. It must be literally impossible for them to smell it.
Now that you mention it, were you cleaning your apartment today, Will?
No. No, sir.
Alright, Fisher, I think the DNA tests are ready by now. Want to check them out?
Sure. I think I know what the result's going to be. Don't you, Will? Well, I guess at the end. Alright, yeah, so I kind of messed it up, unfortunately. Because there's actually a lot of prerequisites that I need to do for the thingamajiggy. And I have to start all the way from the start of the game, unfortunately. So it is what it is anyway. So for this one, I actually have to go to the bathroom, funny enough anyway. It's a really long process, unfortunately, but for this one, I have to be happy about that. For this one, I have to be sad about it. For this one, I have to be pissed about it. This one, I have to be sad. This one, I have to be surprised. And this one, I have to be scared. Oh, this is different dialogue. What? Have you forgotten the last time you tried to fight me? Do you mean that time when you saw me walking home with Tanya? Was that trying to fight in your eyes? It wasn't like that, freak. Don't try to make a victim out of yourself. Martha is almost crying. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong voice. Well, please, I'm asking you, just tell him what you know. It's not that bad. You have to understand how painful it is for him. I know you have had your differences, but... Too bad. I don't know anything. You made an angry face. It looked weird. You're lying, aren't you? So, Martha, what did I say immediately when Tanya introduced him to us? You don't have to do this, Mike. I said, hope she doesn't hook up with that freak, didn't I? I could just smell it in you, just in how you look and move around. How no one knew where you came from and how you had no friends. Tell me, are you happy now? Mike, stop it. We don't even know for sure if he has anything to do with it. Oh. Hey, Martha, but wasn't it you who passed the word around? Because of you, everyone and their mother knows about me and Graves' girlfriend. She wasn't talking to you, freak. And you don't have to be a detective to notice that something was wrong between you two. She loved me more than you. Shut up. And she had a nice tits. Oh, damn. Shut up, I said. She told me she's... Oh, I think the reason why the mirror stuff is like so important for me to actually do as a prerequisite is because he actually mentioned something about the dog and then he actually had to express like the right emotions for it, I think. But anyway, yeah. I know you feel the pain of others, can't you? No, please don't make me. No. It's just not. She didn't. She wasn't even scared when I killed her. I killed her, sir. I killed Tanya Kennedy. Thank you, Will. You did a good job just now. Oh God. Well, that is very, very different though. Very, very different. That's probably the last card that we needed anyway, which is good. Strength. What? How did this happen? Did Will turn himself in? Was it your plan all along, Lila? But I thought it ended a different way. I don't get it. Have you heard of the Garden of Forking Paths? Detective? Boy's short story? Yes. I mean, I get it. The story could have unraveled in many different ways and so on. You don't have to be a genius to understand that there are multiple possible routes. But which one of them actually happened? You don't get it. It all happened. But in alternate universes or something? No, in this universe, silly. Huh. But which one is canonical? All of them are. And none of them are. You seem to think that some of the dreams you see are more important than others, Detective. I suggest you reconsider. All of them are equally ephemeral. All of them are nothing but dreams. Warning, missing header at you and part 2. Whoa. Okay, that's a lot of fourth wall breaks, man. If it's easier to understand that way, an identity is like a piece of semi-transparent film. It lies in a ray of light. So the light thinks it's that piece of film. Doesn't the light itself wants to know what it is? I know I want to know what light is. Neither the film nor the light want things. It's just written on the film. I want to know what light is. I don't get it. It's like when reading a book. On their own, the characters are just a bunch of symbols. But your attention makes them kind of alive. It's as if they borrow your mind as simulation space to play out their consciousness. It's like a wind-up powered walking machine. Your attention makes it move and act as a living thing. But when it's still, it loses its meaning. Wait, so you, on the other hand, you are composed by an intersection of many rays of intention, aren't you? Very good, yes. But even if I were to get rid of all of them, you wouldn't disappear. Why? Well, I guess I can just straight up tell you. No. No. Fuck, no. Sometimes a piece of film is designed in such a way that when catching the light of attention once, it tries to do every little thing to keep it to itself. It creates mazes and unbelievable fractals of mystery. You see, the beauty of it is, its structure is not random. There's always an underlying logic, and a single correct interpretation of its narrative. But is it even obtainable at this point? I don't know. This piece is always designed to be just about explainable. But small contradictions and unspoken details usually prevent the full picture from being formed. So, what was it all to? Yes. Yes. So this must be the most vile and the last trick of them all. Yo. Damn. So I think that might be like the true ending, I think anyway. I think that only shows up once you collected all the cards and then it shows up that, I guess, though. I wonder what happens if I actually go back to the interrogation room, though. Oh, sorry, not the interrogation room, the detective use thingamajiggy. You are here. Again. What do you want? We've told you the story as well as we could, and there isn't much left to see. Are you here to hunt for secrets? That may be somewhat fruitful endeavor, I guess. But there isn't much in point in us anymore, is there? This construct we have built, it has served its purpose. By performing its main function, the system has inevitably ruined itself. That's not a bad thing after all, its purpose was to inject us into you. Now we may live on, unconstricted by the time you decide to give this. Anyway, if you are here for a recap, please help yourself. Oh, so Detective Yu is not really saying anything, that's interesting.
William.
Sorry, it's hard to explain. Did you show up a disgust phase? I kind of forgot how you do that though. There you go. You look disgusted. William. You keep calling me that. However, that is not really my name.
Excuse me?
My name is Lila.
Can you elaborate? Did you change your name?
No, the name Lila was assigned to me by the Worms Alliance.
You're the worms you're referring to.
I'm talking about the pathetic wretches gathered by Lawrence.
By Lawrence, you mean Professor W.A. Lawrence?
Yes, him.
You were part of his group, correct?
William was indeed. That's how our collaboration started. That's when he saw me for the first time.
What were the aims of that group?
Well, that's easy. The Brethren may have been stupid, but Lawrence has always suspected the satanic and deeply occult nature of our world's order. The streams of social will are in fact supported by this one thing. You see, there have always been works of art, music, poetry, and prose that would live on outside the will of their creators. These works were able to capture something so deeply suppressed, something shared so universally between people that they were able to live on without the author's control. With the introduction of the World Wide Web, such works have been digitalized. Lawrence was simply seeking a way to birth such digital artifacts on a regular basis. I was supposed to be the generator of them, the animals, the surrogate mother, as mentioned in the scientific journal.
I'm sorry, you have to stop with this nonsense. You will be evaluated by the court doctors on more time after this interrogation ends. You do realize that you go to the jail regardless of what you claim you are. This body, if you will, is going to court.
It does not matter. My affairs may be fulfilled from any place. You could be dead now, had I wanted it.
Well, that's a bold claim. In any case, there's no reason to continue this interrogation. The motive of the crime scene seems to be clear. We will ask you to lead us through the crime scene after this so we get a more accurate picture.
Sure thing, officer. Sure thing. Alright, so this is the secret ending to Detective Yu. I realized it pretty late that there is actually two routes that you can go with the Hierophant card. One is that you shoot William, and the other one is like you do something afterwards. I think it's like you have to Alt F or whatever. but it isn't really that very. It's not technically an ending. I think it's more like continuing on with the story anyway. It's nothing too important, I would say, though. But it is a sort of like thing that you could really do anyway. You guys might shank me for this, unfortunately, but I don't really have the time for this because there is a legit way you can do this, but the thing is you can't really redo it and like look at the cards again because Detective View will be like, oh yeah, I don't want to look at this card anymore. You actually have to delete the save, and then afterwards you actually have to do 2 of the endings, the Hierophant again and something else, but I can't really remember. But it requires a lot of time, and unfortunately I do not have that. But anywho, it should be down here, I think. So shooting Relium, so the game closes upon loading to use Office, like we've already experienced that. But another route is basically sparing Relium. It's very short, so fortunately enough, I don't really have to, do it again. Not back, Detective. You're much smarter than you look. No nourishment for me today, I guess. Well, I'm sorry, but you won't trick me that easily, Lila. Let's proceed with our conversation. So I'm assuming that the only difference is that if I don't shoot William, I guess Lila will still be in William's body anyway, and the conversation still goes on anyway. But you can't really do 2 of these endings at the same time, unfortunately, though. You actually have to delete the save and then repeat doing the story again, which I'm not really willing to do, unfortunately. So we reached the conclusion of the game, and I actually wrote a few things just then, just some bullet points of some things I really want to explain, the things I don't really get, the things that I do get, and the things I want to be, expanded upon, I suppose. Michael Graves, I actually have no idea the sort of like lore behind him, unfortunately, though. I just know that he's pretty much a dickhead a little bit anyway, which is understandable anyway, because with all the experiences he has experienced anyway, with Tanya dying, and I think one of his sibling dying as well. But that sort of thing, I don't really get it at all, since I wasn't really into it. You probably need to use one of those like little demon devices, dude, another software anyway, just to like go around the school, and probably the demon dude's going to talk about some things, some law or something like that. But unfortunately, I don't really want to do that, since it actually takes a bit of time to actually, record 2 different softwares, and it's a bit confusing for me. So I kind of really done that anyway. But yeah, regarding that, the da-da-da dog, I actually don't really fully get it. It was mentioned in the previous video. One of the commenters was stating that, oh yeah, da-da-da dog is like basically an inspiration from Pepip the Frog, where there's like a left-wing, right-wing extremist group utilizing that for their own beliefs and values or whatever. And in the game, they used the da-da-da dog as a symbol for like a white supremacist group, I think. Which makes sense, since I think they killed one of Michael Graves' siblings, I think. And which is yeah, I do get it though. The only thing I don't get is why is that sort of like aspect, the symbol, is in the article journal for the UIWAM, for the Lawrence fraternity, sort of like cult to members type of thing anyway. I don't really get it. Like, why is that like an experiment though, which I don't really fully get anyway. Another thing with that article journal is that I think L is basically Lila, of course though, because, L. She is the surrogate mother, but she did reproduce like another symbol, which is this like very blurred 144p of this like little image of a girl or something like that. I don't really get it though, because apparently she is still present, but the only thing I've ever seen her was basically in the article journal, and that was like basically it. There was like nothing else afterwards anyway. So I don't really fully get that article journal, unfortunately though. But basically, overall, that journal was just trying to represent that, yeah, we did this experiment and we brought up Lila, that sort of thing anyway. Yeah, the drug stuff, I think it's just nothing too serious anyway. It's just you just trying to communicate with the other side, with another dimension, I suppose anyway. I think the mushrooms type of thing anyway. But yeah, the stranger. I don't think there's actually anything too complex about the stranger. It's basically the alter ego of William, is what I think anyway. There's nothing too serious about him. Well, he's actually really scary. I actually do not like looking at his face, but basically it's a dude that listens to Lila, and I guess Lila didn't like that about him. Even though the stranger does follow just follow the orders from Lila. Lila doesn't like him that much anyway, I think. But that's what I think anyway. Oh yeah, it did. I remember there was a time when Detective Yu was like referring to something about like the Lila. Oh, the conversation between Detective Yu and Lila. They were talking about someone who has many snake eyes and arms. I'm not really too sure who that is, and I don't think that's ever mentioned in the game at all. Maybe the snake eyes with the Emperor, maybe, but other than that. Oh, I don't know. Probably not. Not too much anyway. Or maybe it's the little demon dude. I'm not really too sure. But yeah. Anything else? Empress. Empress Will's mother. So the Empress is a bit of a funny thing, though. Funny enough, because I thought the Empress is actually Lila's mother, I suppose, but I guess it's not. It's actually Will's mother, though. But Lila does show a little bit of disdain towards the Empress card, funny enough, because I do remember that Detective Yu was like referring to that card as like a Jungian term for mother, for being like overprotective yet selfish, for their own ideals and values, and like Lila seems pretty disgusted by that. So I guess Lila doesn't really like Will's mother at all. I think the whole aspect with those conversations between like Detective Yu and Lila is like the sort of concept of like negative energy or something like that. I don't know. Because in this video, when Detective Yu killed William, Detective Yu was being all sad, being like, oh, I can't believe I killed William and stuff like that. It was all for nothing. And then Lila was like, yeah, it's so fucking delicious. Your negative energy is like legit. It's legit so delicious. I probably didn't even need Will for this, that sort of thing anyway. So I guess like having a high energy of like negative energy, it's so potent. And I feel like that can relate to like Will's sort of psych towards and mentality towards his mother and his mother's death and stuff like that. Because it was so strong to the point where it actually conjured up the Empress, right? And that's why the Empress actually has this sort of like memories and sort of tendencies to be staying in the boiler rooms, and how the Empress was saying, oh yeah, you naughty little girl, whatever. I think due to Will's like powerful negative energy, it actually conjured up his mother and stuff like that. They say, yeah, that's actually quite interesting there. And that sort of aspect kind of like, I feel like, is kind of related to the Rubikins and Lawrence article journal anyway. But I think I'm reading a little bit too much into it anyway. What's another thing? I wrote Stripnev. I don't think there's actually, I don't know why I wrote him down though, but Stripnev, he's a horny bastard. Likes Lila a little bit too much. Being horny causes his death, I suppose. So that's basically it. The waitress. I'm actually really, really interested on the waitress though, because she seems to know about Lila a little bit too much, I would say. And they're both conversing as if they're like, I don't know, going out and hanging out and stuff like that anyway. So I don't really know much about the waitress, unfortunately. So yeah, it is what it is anyway. But yeah, I think... Oh, there's another thing I haven't written down though, but the prince. I think... the prince is actually us, is what I think anyway. I don't really fully get what the prince is, because the way they describe it, I was thinking as if it's like within the game, which I guess it could be taken into account into the game though. But if you think outside of it, in the ending of, quote unquote, the true ending is what I think anyway, between Detective Yu and Lila, they were like talking about like projection wheels and like the light, and like the light has to be shined through and like their wheels and stuff like that in order to function to its thingamajiggy. I think the prince is actually us, the players anyway, and probably Detective Yu is the film reel, the projection or whatever, right? And Lila is just there for the show, for the entertainment anyway, is what I think anyway. It's very, very complicated stuff, and I actually have no idea if I'm actually saying it right anyway. But I guess at the end of the day, who's Lila? I think Lila, it's basically the embodiment of basically everything in this game anyway. Is she the social experiment? Is she like an ancient being? Is she basically the mentality and the dark side of William? I think she's basically all of them anyway. The thing that she whispered into Detective Yu ears, and then Detective Yu just like legit spasming. I think what she said to Detective Yu is basically like saying that, oh yeah, this is basically all a game, you know, and you're basically a puppet to the prince, us or whatever. And then Detective Yu didn't like that a lot, is what I think anyway though. But I'm pretty sure this whole game is open to interpretations. There's a lot of theories about it though. I think with what I've said, I think that is my theory, despite the fact that I don't really know too much about the game. I really like the game a lot. I think it's one of my favorite games. Unfortunately, is it replayable? Like, can you replay this game? Probably not, because I feel like once you actually experience everything, there's really no point of actually experiencing it again. At the end of the game, sorry, the end of the true ending anyway, after Detective Yu was like legit just having a sort of like a psychic crisis, we've gone back to Detective Yu's office again. And then Lila is just saying that, oh yeah, there's actually no point in this. We've actually done on purpose on instilling this sort of information to you. There's really no point anyway. I mean, are you here for secrets? It's probably something that you can do, but it's pretty much useless at the end anyway, because we've already done our task. We've already done our role. There's nothing for us to do here. And that's what is stated by Lila anyway. So I think the main theme of this is basically, or maybe the main role of Lila is basically that the whole game is basically a projection reel, right? And Lila is just feeding all this information to us in our brains so that we can think of Lila. Because she do be a queen, I guess. I don't really fucking know. But anyway, I think that is it for the video. I really do enjoy this game a lot. A bit too much, I would say. I really love it. I really love it. Despite the fact that there is a lot of like complex processes that you need to go through in order to get to certain endings anyway. I still love it, nevertheless anyway. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give this a like, subscribe, comment down what you think. And I think that is it. Yeah. All right. I hope I see you in the next video on other horror games, I suppose. All right. See ya.